Israel has opened a new front in its conflict with Iran. Over the course of one night, Israel carried out two high-level killings, one in Beirut, Lebanon, and one in Tehran, Iran, possibly. And I say possibly because Israel will not say, but it looks like it has carried out the assassination of top Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Iran. Haniyeh's killing raises the stakes in the 10-month-old war in Gaza and risks transforming the entire situation in West Asia. Iran has already vowed revenge on Israel. What comes next for West Asia? A full-blown Israel-Iran war? Early on Wednesday morning, it was reported that Ismail Haniyeh, the head of Hamas's Qatar-based political bureau, was assassinated in Iran. The assassination, which seems to have taken place late at night, had not been claimed by Israel, but Hamas put the blame for the attack firmly at the feet of Israel. The assassination took place hours after the Hamas leader had attended the swearing-in ceremony for Iran's new president, Masoud Pezeshkian. Hamas's military wing said that Haniyeh's assassination takes the battle to new dimensions and will have major repercussions for the entire region. It said Israel made a miscalculation by expanding the circle of aggression. Iran's Revolutionary Guards also confirmed the death of Haniyeh and said it was investigating how it happened. Haniyeh's killing also comes after Israeli fighter jets took out Fuad Shukr, Hezbollah's most senior commander in Beirut. Israel said that it had eliminated the right-hand man of Hezbollah chief, Hassan Nasrallah, the man in charge of the group's precision missile project. But even though Israel took responsibility for the strike on the Hezbollah commander on Tuesday, it did not comment officially on the killing of the Hamas leader, Haniyeh, overnight. But that's not surprising, you see. Israel often does not admit when it comes to assassinations carried out by their Mossad intelligence agency. And as the region came to terms with Haniyeh's assassination, former Israeli military officials were on national television on Wednesday morning, praising the two operations targeting Hezbollah and Hamas. In fact, in a live panel discussion on Israel's Channel 12, Amos Gilad, a general in the reserves, called the killings in the heart of enemy territory an amazing achievement. And soon after, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, swore revenge on Israel. Khamenei said Israel prepared a harsh punishment for itself. In a statement, Khamenei said, and I'm quoting, "Haniyeh was a dear guest in our home. We consider his revenge as our duty," quote unquote. Now, remember, Israel had vowed to kill Haniyeh and other leaders of Hamas over the Palestinian group's 7 October attack on Israel. It is what triggered the war in Gaza in the first place. And now with Haniyeh dead, has Israel fulfilled its war objective? After all, the death of nearly 40,000 Palestinians in Gaza cannot be considered a rational war objective. So then, has Israel fulfilled its war objective in Gaza, or has it sparked a bigger war with Iran? So far, Tehran has used its groups in the region, Houthis and Hezbollah, to aid Hamas in its fight against Israel. Now, a direct strike at Hamas leader on Iranian soil could escalate the situation in an unpredictable way. An Iranian response could see Israel being pulled into direct war with its enemy. Some experts see Haniyeh's killing as a major miscalculation on the part of Israel. Remember, an Iranian retaliation could be extremely detrimental to Israel. Iran could mobilize allies in the region, allies in Iraq, in Yemen, in Lebanon. What happens then? We know that an Iranian response is expected in the coming days or weeks. Analysts say that Israeli ships in regional waters could become targets. It is already known that Israel has ships near the Gulf, the Oman Sea, and the Arabian Sea. These are all areas that Iran can get its hands on in case Iran decides to directly target Israel as a response to Haniyeh's assassination. What happens then? The US could get pulled into Israel's conflict. Iran has already stated that the US bears responsibility in the assassination of Haniyeh because of its support for Israel. And if the US gets involved in the conflict in West Asia, it could expand the scope of the war in Gaza. At the moment, America has said that it was neither aware of nor involved in the killing of Haniyeh. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the US was still intent on making a ceasefire deal happen. When asked about Haniyeh's death, Blinken said, and I'm quoting, "I'm not going to speculate on what impact any one event might have." And as it stands right now, the assassination has come amid faltering negotiations over the Gaza ceasefire. Egypt and Qatar, which have been mediating the talks, both said the killing may complicate the ceasefire efforts. A number of countries, including Pakistan, Egypt, Russia, China, condemned the assassination. Turkey warned that Haniyeh's assassination will spread the war in Gaza to a regional level. Ankara blasted Israel's Netanyahu government for showing no intention towards peace. And ultimately, what happens next is anyone's guess. It could open a new front of war with Iran for Israel, or it could pave the way for a ceasefire. In fact, experts say that Haniyeh's assassination could provide a way out of the war altogether. It could allow the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to claim victory, and that could perhaps get him to agree to a ceasefire in Gaza. And that will only happen if Iran-backed Hamas agrees to come to the talking table. But with its top leader dead, will Hamas agree to talk peace with Israel? Your guess is as good as ours. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.